Taurus Gemini, to your Astro Dice reading for October. Hope you friends are doing great out there. If you friends like this, please like and subscribe. Okay, guys, let's see what's going on with you during this beautiful October season. Yeah, it feels like a season. I think it's because like Halloween, then we have that ring of fire coming out with that solar eclipse, and then we have a lunar eclipse. Got a lot going on. Lot going on this month, so okay, getting straight in here. Best message coming out. We have some Piscean energy coming out into the 11th house with some Saturn energy. Love it. 11th house, one of my favorite houses. Okay, let's see what's going on here with Saturn. The part of you that accepts challenge to gain wisdom. So there is definitely something going on that feels challenging, but it's okay because you will understand what's going on, right? Sometime, whether, between the beginning of the month, middle of the month, and the end of the month, it will come to you somehow. Let's see what's going on over here with the Pisces energy. The energy is wistful, endlessly loving, compassionate, and forgiving. It confuses and softens to resolve. Resolving any issues. We're talking about that challenge. It wants to soften to resolve that challenge that is going on within the 11th house. The 11th house is where the cosmos grants wishes, luck, friends, and social occasions. So what is going on, right? Are we having some kind of challenge going on within a social group? Right? Am I looking for this good luck? So let's see what's going on within the situation here. I'm going to use the Thoth cards this month, or the beginning of the month, middle of the month, and end of the month. Talking about that beautiful Queen of Discs coming out, just the same as the Queen of Pentacles. You have the Hangman in reverse, and the Emperor in reverse. And I love how when the Hangman is upside down like that, it looks like he is making a 4. So it's talking about that stability within the situation. See, that 4, his leg is making that 4. So, but he's got this Ankh, which is the key to the understanding underneath his foot as he's holding on to that Ankh. So let's see what's going on here. You have the Queen of Discs. She is nurturing this situation. She understands what's going on. So there is this idea that you do understand what's going on within the situation, but you do still feel stuck with the Hangman, right? So it's like, I understand what's going on, but I don't understand what's going on. Why is it that I am not in control of this situation with the Emperor in reverse? So it's almost like I'm nurturing this situation. I understand some of the things that are going on, but I don't have any control of this situation. Why am I not having control of this situation? That's what, it's pretty much what you're kind of asking yourself, right? Trying to stay as compassionate about the situation, trying to understand, maybe trying to forgive the situation or someone at the beginning of the month, right? But still not completely knowing where it's going, how it's going to take place, and like I said, and why am I not in control of this? So it does feel like you have some kind of it's going to have some kind of new perspective going on, right? You just feel like you're kind of at a loss of the situation. And like I said, with the 4 coming out, it's kind of like I've lost the stability to this situation. I can't control this situation. So let's see what's going on there. Grabbing a card. A card for the beginning of the month. So I do feel like this is where the challenge is coming from. You might have, felt this challenge towards the end of the month and coming into the beginning of the month. Maybe you thought you were going to find your footing to the situation, or, find the answers out of the challenging moment over this. But it does look like with the Queen of Discs, you're having this kind of nurturing, like you're trying to accept this situation, but there's also this piece inside of you that's like, I want to accept it. I'll nurture it. I'm trying to understand it, but without me wanting to do what I want to do about this situation, how am I actually going to complete this, right? Because it is a loss. It is definitely a loss. And there it is there. I don't know how I'm going to accept this. I don't know how I'm going to move on from this. I don't know how I'm going to find peace from this situation, right? So I'm trying to plan on how I'm going to get my stability back, how I'm going to take control of this situation, right? I don't want you to have the control over this situation, or I don't want the situation to be completely lost to where I'm going to have a hard time finding my footing, getting back to where I need to be, whether it's financially, in love, or just within your social occasions, right? Take it how it is. You're looking for that luck. You're looking for the answer to put yourself exactly where you need to be, right? Power, but it feels like it's a power struggle. Wanting to have the power back, but it feels debauched. There it is. I'm still having a hard time trying to figure this out. Eight of Cups. I'm kind of walking away from the situation. I'm not sure exactly what I want to do about this situation. Ooh, well, you have the Seven of Cups with the Eight of Cups. Right? It's still not going my way. Right? There seems to be something that is not within its splendor area. You wanted it. Excuse me, guys. You guys wanted it, to be in the happy area of your life. Let's put it that way. I think you tried to put the power back into the situation, tried to move this along the way you wanted it to, and it's still not moving in your favor. As you were trying to take on that power. It's more like a power struggle, though, I'm telling you. With the Seven of Cups and the Eight of Cups, it's definitely a power struggle. You're trying to put stability and power in where you're finding that it's not working for you. So you could feel like, you know what, it's unpromising. Then you have like I said, the Eight of Cups over here. What is that saying in this one here? Is abandon the success. Yeah, it just continues to decline from the situation. It's not moving in your favor. It's like if you ask someone, can we do this? Can we move forward with this situation? They're saying no, it's not going to work. Can we fix this? Can we make this work in the 11th house? Nope, not at this time. Nope. So it's becoming an emotional drain. It's just draining you. There's just this like emptiness when it comes to the 11th house where you're just like, there's no compromise. If you're dealing with a social, it feels like it's very social, like you're dealing with people and they just do not want to compromise. They do not want to be on your side, right? They're just like, this is not where it's going to be. Their ego is pretty high, and you're kind of recognizing that where you're trying to put in all the effort, they keep discrediting you, right? They're not giving you the achievement that you deserve. They're not giving you the reward that you want. They're not, patting you on the back for anything that you've done. However it is, it just feels like, that's very interesting. It's almost like they're recognizing what they want to recognize and then throwing the rest to the side, or just completely discrediting everything that you've done, and it just doesn't make any sense. Like, why would you do that? Because, you put a lot of trust and a lot of wisdom within this situation, my friends. You put everything you had in there. But now you're feeling like where they need to conform, there's no social improvement or approval. It could be within a job situation where you're doing some kind of project and it just feels like I've done all the paperwork. I've done everything. I put everything out there, and yet you're not acknowledging all the work that I've done for you. So it does feel like the social approval is not there. That's why there's, no recognition. So you could feel like it's very unrecognized. You write a paper in college, right? And you put in everything you were supposed to do, but the teacher is not, is not recognizing what you put into this paper, what you put into this project. Okay. Even if it's a relationship, they're not recognizing what kind of sacrifices you put into this relationship, right? It's like, I have traveled halfway across the world to come and see you, and you're not acknowledging, what I've done. You see what I'm saying? So take it how it resonates for you, but that's exactly what's going on, no matter what the situation is. So it does feel like, yeah, I'm trying to accept where you're seeing me, but I'm really having a hard time, especially at mid-month, when you definitely are saying, I don't recognize your self-sacrifices. I don't recognize the work that you put into this. That's a hard one to swallow when it's coming from them. Especially when you have done everything, right, to do what was right. And they're saying no. So you're not feeling like you're winning in the 11th house in this area of your life. You have the Knight of Wands coming in. You do have the pleasure of the Six of Cups over here. And you do have the Two of Wands, which is the Dominion over here, which is kind of keeping you kind of stuck in the situation at this time until it can move forward. So what's happening here with the Knight of Wands is saying, well, why don't you take it back? I see it at the end of the month. Why don't you take it back, rework the situation, or let us talk on this situation. Let's, have some us time to have a better understanding, or they want you to rework the project, rework the paper. However it is, they want you to rework this. But the problem is with the Knight of Wands, it's like, okay, fine. It's an impulsive action. And it almost feels like they want you to be impulsive. They want you to take this back and do something about it, right? They're being kind of, it's almost like, well, we're going to be generous with you. We're going to see it from your point of view. Okay, so if it's this, this relationship that you have and you don't feel like they've been doing what they're supposed to be doing, now all of a sudden they're going to come to you very generous and say, okay, come on. I know I've worked a lot and, you traveled halfway around the world to come and see me and all I've done is work, 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 and I haven't really recognized you. Wow. Wow. That one's a hard one. That one is hard to swallow. Now I see you. Wow. Saying it like that. Wow. Now we're going to go out and have some pleasure. We're going to go out and have some us time. We're going to go out and, see what we can do to fix this situation. We'll kind of work, together on the project. We'll work together, trying to bring this together, make some kind of harmony, since before we were kind of, not on the same page. So they want to have a little more harmony. They want to kind of talk to you about this. But they want to jump right in there as the Knight of Wands and say, okay, so what seems to be the problem? Okay, let's go work on this. Wow, that's nice. They actually want to do something about the situation. Right? Because now they're saying, oh, well, we'll find the peace within the situation if we have to. Right? So leading to conflict, leading to some peace, but now at least they have some truth. Having some truth within the situation. Yeah, with the Hierophant again coming out. There's the Hierophant. And so it's kind of like, okay, you have the Emperor, you have the Hierophant, you have the Hierophant here, now you have the Hierophant there. So they're saying, let's work this out. Let's bring peace and wisdom to the situation. Now we can have approval where we didn't have approval before. Oh, now we can work on our relationship and build it and make it all better. Huh? Yep. Yeah. I don't think, and that's, of course, that's where it's going to be, okay, well, now we understand, now we understand to gain the wisdom. The wisdom was you weren't giving me a chance. Or you're ignoring me for your own, needs or whatever. Right? We've seen that in the middle. Kind of a little egotistical, doing what you want to do. See that right in the middle of the deck of the reading here. Yeah, all of a sudden they want to say, okay, well, we're going to be emotionally balanced over here and we can get this done. Guys could be dealing with a fire sign or a water sign for sure. Definitely feeling like, oh, okay. But see, now you're going to be a little moody about the situation because now they want to come to you and act like you are being overreactive to the situation. Okay. No, it's just because now you feel burned out, right? Because look, I've been trying to figure out how to do this whole time. I've been trying to adapt to the situation. I've been putting in the time management. I've been doing all these things while you're over here doing these things telling me that it wasn't good enough or making me feel like I wasn't good enough. Like, you know what I'm saying? One way or another, as you're over here looking and watching and doing whatever you're holding tight to. So, but now it's saying, oh, okay, now I'm seeing what's going on. Now they're getting to the purpose. Now they're getting to what it's supposed to be doing. Now there's speedy information coming through. Now they're speeding up the process. Now there's movement towards you. See what I'm saying? And now they're paying attention to you. Well, at least that'll get the conflict gone because that's all it was a challenge and a conflict. So at least that'll make that go away for a while. Okay. So, okay, my friends. And that was it for you. Until next time. Peace and love. Bye.